Hello guys, and welcome to a new Wargame video today by me, Vulcan. Today I'm doing a live commentary of a 10v10 where I'm making use of a Swedish deck. Now, I've been requested a couple of times to do a Swedish deck, and I didn't really think that I would jump straight into a 1v1 or a 2v2 with a deck that I wasn't too sure about. So I decided to just use it on a 10v10 instead, and we'll see where we can go with these. So you can see I've got a strip BV as my command vehicle, and what I'm probably going to do here is maybe go up to November, possibly push onto this little town here. I have a lot of infantry. It's mainly where this deck is at its strongest, purely because the Swedish infantry is probably some of the best in the game. I do have some of the STRVs, which are the special looking Swedish vehicles, so we can see what we can do with some of these stuff. I really like the look of that recon helicopter, it looks really cool, but we'll see. Okay, let's get some units down. Got my FOB back here, probably going to place it further forwards. We'll get this strip BV to go into Oscar, and we'll put a couple of units of infantry in the town here just in case shit goes south. And let's see what we can use to defend these Panzerskite. I can probably use a couple or a few squads of them in the town just to defend. Let's get a couple of squads there. Make it three squads of 2. And well, the game already started, so let's just move them up and then we can see where we can go from there. I've also got access to these tanks, so what I'll probably do is bring in a couple of these. Let's bring in a few with some AA, and we're going to need some of these as well. They're only rookie, but they should come in handy just for suppressing ground units as well as air units. We've got some IKVs. All of these Swedish units have really weird names. I'm going to need some recon, so let's get a helicopter in. And we will also need some ground recon if we're going to push into November, which is the plan. Actually, I might have to go into Mike because there's nobody there. Okay, somebody's put a CPC in there. Okay, that's cool. Right, let's move these guys up into the town and auto unload them. Auto unload by right clicking where you want them to move and then shift clicking unload, and they will move to that location and then unload automatically. And I'm going to keep a couple of squads close. I've also got on this deck Drakens and Vigans. Vigans for anti-air and Drakens for anti-ground. They've got 4 infrared missiles with an accuracy of 10, which is really, really good. And I like how these guys work. Actually, infrared missiles are against air units. I think I might have picked up the wrong units there. Yeah, it looks like both of them are anti-air, so it looks like I've already messed up this deck. But oh well, we'll see how we can do with what we've got. So I've got these LV GRP missiles here, which are apparently really, really good. So I'm going to bring in some squads of these, and I'm going to try and take over this town. So we'll see what we can do. When I say this town, I mean this town here. I'm going to need some defense over in Mike as well, just in case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few units in this town just in case. And I'll also bring up a recon to the middle. Cool. In the meantime, I'll move the recon helicopter over there. Look how cool that helicopter looks. It's such a good looking helicopter. I just think it looks awesome. But we've got our tanks coming in here. Very strange looking tanks, but if you had front facing armor on, I guess if you got hit anywhere on the front there it would bounce off, but there is these two big lumps here on either side, which make no sense because they just counteract this sloped armor completely, and if you got hit in either one of those segments there, you just get absolutely raped. That was obviously if armor was simulated that way in Wargame. Obviously in Wargame it's just about a number and whether or not they do more damage than your armor is worth. But if these guys already ran out of... What the hell? These are the little anti-air dudes, aren't they? Okie dokie, well they don't have much fuel. I'm going to have to remember that in the future. Let's just get a supply helicopter in. See, fix that problem quickly. Looks like my reinforcements came in from this sector at Lima, which is what I didn't realise. I'm going to have to be careful about that because in a previous video where I pushed over some units to counter the reinforcement point, that went south for the enemy very quickly, and I don't want that to happen to me. Looks like we've actually pushed up quite far on both of the sort of middle, left and right. But there's a lot of planes coming in from the enemies. Maybe I should bring in some anti-air to sort out some of this stuff. Let's get some Vigans in here. Let's see how they do. They got SEMAC radar missiles, so they will just be able to circle at a distance and fire off their long-range missiles. That is the plan, at least. I wonder if I can snipe this guy, this UAZ, with this Vigan. Let's see. Interesting. I'm going to have to evac that because that's going to get shot down. Let's get the second Vigan to attack it. It's on like 0 health. As soon as my Vigan goes in, I'll withdraw it because one of them's just got shot down. So that probably wasn't a great move. Evac. Okay, that was a bad evac. I should have turned it away before I evac'd it. Okay, you know, for you guys who are wondering, you know, a lot of the time that aircraft evac into enemies, there is a really easy way to get around it, and I didn't do it there. Basically, you select the unit and you you manually right-click where you want the pilot to go, and then evac them. And that helps out a lot more. I'm really not liking the fuel capacity of these Swedish units, I must admit. Because these LVRBVs have also run out of fuel very, very quickly. So I'm not a fan of these Swedish mobile units thus far, but we'll see what we can do anyway. These are the anti-air units that I was talking about. I was bringing in the wrong units. I intended to bring in these PV GRPs, not the LV GRPs, because these are HGM units, which are actually extremely good at taking out heavily armoured tanks because of the high AP power which they possess, which is 26, which is absolutely massive. That's going to pretty much one-shot a T-80 in the side armour. I'm not sure about the front armour. In theory I could work it out, but my brain capacity is not great at the moment. If you're wondering why I'm not bringing too many videos at the moment, it's because of my sleeping pattern, and it is not great, but I'm trying to fix it. So my videos should get back on track as soon as possible, and there'll be plenty of the tutorials that I promised from the start. So it's always them to look out for. And here you can see I'm bringing in all of my units in STRF 9040s, and they are like APCs with autocannons, and they seem really, really powerful. They're 40mm autocannons, which is just insane. I don't know why this book is so far forwards on its own. It's just got a ranger squad just going up and attacking that. Yeah. Boom. Just like that. And if this T-55 gets too close, just over here, then that's going to get destroyed as well. Right, let's see what the rest of my units are doing. Okay, now these are refueled. Let's get them further up. I'll move the supply truck up there. Come on, get in range. Get in range of this guy. Come on. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Is that going to hit? Oh, well, boom. 180 points. Nicely done. Cool beans indeed. I'm liking those beans. Right, let's take out these guys with my auto cannons. Wow, they're stunned now. I love like the one random shot just shot him down. Come on, take him out before he takes out my infantry. Okie dokie, right. Now we've got these squads here. What I'm planning on doing is moving all these guys up towards this town. You can see how quickly this is draining. This is just from fuel. I've emptied a resupply helicopter just because my guys are running out of fuel. That is ridiculous. I have never had that problem, ever. That is just a problem with this Swedish deck. I can honestly say I've never ever had a deck where my fuel has had the potential to run out twice before I've even hit the battlefield. Alright, let's get these guys out. We're going to occupy these two buildings here. Move forwards the STRFs into the edge of the forest, and we'll keep those guys there. And we'll bring in a few resupply vehicles. Actually, let's not bring in too many. Let's bring in a couple for now to resupply those HDGems. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm not sure exactly. I probably should bring in one of these Beacon 1As to provide some smoke cover where I need it. One of my dudes is panicking somewhere, I have no idea where. Right, let's get these guys out. These are actually HGM guys, so they're not going to do too much if they get spotted. Well, let's get a bit closer with these STRFs. Let's see what we can do. We've got some IKVs here, which are basically like light support tanks. Ah, this is what's happening. Here we're getting rocket artied. Let's bring in a couple couple more supply trucks to help out with that. I'm going to send these STRFs either side of the town, and I'm going to put these PVGs right inside. I'm also going to send these STRVs around the right side as well, because they probably work quite well at close range, but long range probably not so much. Let's drop out these anti-air units and see if we can shoot some of these guys down. There we go, shot down that air unit there. Looks like these LVKs are actually running out of fuel again though. Let's get a couple of these squads into the village as quickly as possible. Get these STRVs over to the left. LVGs into the town. Oh dear, TATBs galore over here. Unfortunately, my STRF is probably going to get caught out very shortly, unless he manages to get behind this area here. Oh, no. No. Oh, he dodged all of them. He dodged all of them. Wow, what a legend. Okay, now he's got close enough, and he'll probably just take this out very, very easily. There we go. Goodbye, recon. That is so worth it on my part. Right, let's get these IKVs forwards and take out these Sturms. Wow, that was incredibly accurate. These STRVs are insanely accurate. Supported by these HGMs, I should probably pop these MiG-62s very easily. Wow. Okay, I did not see that coming. So all these guys have run out of fuel now. I'm going to bring in another chopper to help me out with my supply. I've got this one back at base. Meanwhile, on the right side here, looks like my PVGs are missing this T-ATV. Hopefully they can hit and do a ton of damage. Wow, that nearly destroyed it with one hit. There we go, there's one down. They are veteran now. Let's move this. I'm going to actually split these squads so that they can both fire optimally at the edge of the tree line. Full-scale war has erupted. We've got the STRFs that I sent forwards on the left getting destroyed by these MI2, and the IKVs, light support tanks, are just about getting into the forest. The STRVs have been cluster bombed, and so has my anti-air. Let's just get this HKP down, and then I can get these LVKVs to the front line to help out against my units, which are going to be trapped in this town very shortly. Let's get the STRFs forwards. There we go. If we get this fixed up, then I should be good to go. I've got plenty of points, so let's start using them to bring in some more of these tanks. I was incredibly impressed at how accurate these STRVs were. If we look at the accuracy rating, the accuracy is actually 9, which is incredibly accurate, but the only thing that really lets them down is their AP rating, which is only 14, so they have to get very close to the enemy. But I guess if they are closer to the enemy, they're going to be even more accurate, so they probably never miss, which is actually quite insane. Obviously against lowered armoured targets on the Russian side, like the T-55s, they're probably going to hit a lot more, but it looks like these KAs, I'm going to have to bring in some anti-air to help out over here, because it looks like we're being caught out. To match that, I'm going to bring in some more spaced out supply units. All of this infantry just got stunned. Let's move forward to HKPs to just basically get them all back on their feet as quickly as possible. I'm going to move out these PVGs out of that sector so that this guy here, called fucking noob, can get his rangers into that place, and I'll move my PVGs forwards. Very suitable name there. Sorry about that, guys. So, it looks like, let's see how we're doing team-wise. We've got NATO's on at 12,000 points and Pact is on near 7,000. So we're doing a lot better than they are at the moment. I'm currently 4th on my team in terms of points. But if these guys keep pressing down this hill here, it's going to be a lot more damage coming out. So let's get some cheap infantry to hold the front line here. Got some smoke coming down from the enemy. I mustn't forget that I've got this beacon back at base, and I can use this to fire position single units, and I'm probably going to use it. Is that how far is the downs out there? It's actually hovering. So let's use it on this, and we'll see how accurate it is. It has 14 shells, and it should be pretty accurate considering you can't actually bring many of them onto the field. I think you can get 2 per thing, but all those look very close together, so we'll see how accurate it really is. Nice fire rate though, and a nice salvo. I think that's about 7 shots there, probably about half of its ammo. Let's see if that clusters very nicely. Yep, well, did a lot of damage. A couple of shells landing next to it nearly destroyed that BMP2. Okay, I'm gonna have to attack move these STRFs over here. Get these HKPs out of here. Because this is not a place for a full-scale war. Mind you, I am absolutely annihilating these Spetsnaz squads. And I have no idea how. I must be these ST RVs. Oh, they're the tanks that I originally ordered. I didn't realise they were already there. Fair enough. Okie dokie then. So we'll bring up a couple more of them, I'm sure they will come in handy. They seem so accurate and so good to avoid. People keep leaving, which is another thing that's quite interesting. But it looks like I managed to get these TGBs forwards so that I could drop out these Panzerskaiti. I'm sorry if that's not how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Now these TGBs are literally just little trucks which carry the infantry, so I'm not too worried about them. Probably just going to pull them back, just save myself a few points. I think they're worth 1 point each. Let's see, yeah, they're only worth 1 point. But looks like we got good control of that town. I just hope I don't get flamed. Not flamed as in people talking crap, but I mean flamed as in holy moly, these things move slow. I mean flamed as in napalm on that city. But what is the speed of these things? Road speed is 110 kilometers per hour and normal speed is 30 kilometers per hour. Well, that doesn't look like road speed to me, so let's move past that and see if it gets any faster. Move fast. No, not cut across the road. I'm using a move fast order and it's decided to just drive straight across. Okie dokie then. That's fine by me. We need to land this thing so that it can get resupplied and I can bring that back up to the front. We've got lots of T-55 AMVs stacking up here. So what I'm actually going to do is bring in some more of those HGM units. I've got a couple back here anyway, which I could probably move up. And I'm going to move these Panzerskaiti further inwards. And we're going to get these STRVs to go and take out that Sturm, because that is not very cool. Luckily that RBV just hit himself just in time. Oh no, he took himself out of cover. That was very, very clever. Oh, just managed to get back in it with some micromanagement. Let's take out this Sturm. Come on, fire at me. Yes, there we go. SDRV is on the case. Very, very good job there. So we're going to split these guys. Against these T-55, the STRVs should be a lot more effective. I'm going to continue to split these ones on the left side as well, even though they're hidden, so I actually might leave them there. I'm going to just spread these ones out a little more, because T-55s aren't going to do much against them with the accuracy that I can host there. But this guy, how is he... He's run out of fuel. What is wrong with these Swedish units? I have nothing against the Swedes, but my god, what is wrong with your fuel tanks? Jesus. Right, let's bring in a couple of these guys. We'll see if we can snipe some of these T-55 with some HGMs or helicopters. I'm going to bring in some even more tanks here. Let's bring in a lot of them. Let's see how good these ST RVs really are against these T-55s. I keep saying they should do well. Let's actually try to test it out. These are going to be the weaker versions, and they're actually worth quite a lot of points. So hopefully they won't all die, because that will probably drop our advantage quite significantly. I'm going to get some resupply units around here. Let's get some in the middle of the town as well. Just probably going to space them out. Put a couple on this side and a couple on this side. Okay. Fighting Falcons coming in. Holy moly, this is just getting annihilated. 4 T-55 AM2s and AMVs. I'm not even going to get a chance to test out that stuff. They just annihilated that area. There can't be much AA there, so I'm just going to have to drive up. Oh my lord. Okie dokie. STRVs move up to the edge of the hill. STRFs for cover. So many units coming in on the field now. It's a pity that I don't have many air units that can actually hit ground targets effectively. But let's bring in some of these tanks. IKVs come under vehicles. Don't have a very accurate gun, and they have like barely any armor. Probably why they don't count as tanks. Wow. Okay, that was a lot of. That was a lot of rocket artillery got fired from this position here, so I'm going to fire back upon that. Okay, let's move up these guys. Oh, well, that let the Thunderbolt get a kill. Let's see. I have a feeling these guys are going to run out of fuel. Whoa, look how many rocket artillery units there are. And incoming my artillery is probably going to hit something there. It must do. If it doesn't, I don't know what will. Well, destroyed one rocket artillery unit. Oh, maybe make that two. Make that two rocket artillery units. We could probably fire another salvo very, very quickly here. I just bumped into a command vehicle. There's a command vehicle right here, and my STRV is just driving straight by. Okay, well that takes out that care of that stuff. And if I can get these STRFs down very, very quickly, we can take out a lot of these units. But it looks like we've actually won the game here. Now I move up to level 9. Haven't been playing this game in a long while. So there we go. That was a look at the Swedish deck. Oh my god. Swedish deck that I just put together. And yeah, hopefully that was insightful as to how the Swedish deck actually plays out. Now I was very, very pleased with how accurate those STRBs were. And the STRFs though, I'm not sure if they're worth the price. Because there is the ones below them, the PBBs, that come with a 20mm autocannon, which probably is just as effective at close range. So there we go. I'll probably take another look at that sometime, but I got 2,186 kills and 946 losses. So that's roughly 2-to-1 kill death, which is really nice. Judge Dredd on our team did extremely well with 5,347 points to 1,475 losses. That is extremely good. Probably the guy who was using all the choppers, all of the aircraft there, all those planes that came in the end and absolutely annihilated that artillery, probably got a lot of those points. Varley here, also done well, and Iron Rain. So I didn't do too great in terms of the grand scheme of things, but still 2-to-1 kill death is nice. On the enemy team, not many honourable mentions. We got Freethinker here with 3,700 losses. That's gotta hurt. Either way, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I haven't done a live commentary in a long time, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.